Greetings everyone, it is Andrew here from MAO Magic. Today I have the Zentree multi-device charger from Gelid. This can charge up to 4 USB devices, whether it's tablets, phones, watches, anything that you have, and it's a little bit different than many of the other ones that I've seen on the market. Many others from Griffin and Anker, they have kind of like slats or slits or whatever that you put all your devices in and kind of stack them. This is a bit different because instead it has that 3D array of those, like I guess trees is what they're calling them, but basically just allows you to put your devices in any way you want. It makes it work a lot easier for any other devices. The ones that kind of have the rows of devices, say they wouldn't work with like an Apple Watch because you'd have to have that setting on the side. However, with this, you can put your watch on top with any of your other devices and kind of slide them in there any way that you can get them to fit. This also has great output. It has 48 watts of total output, and each of the 4 USB ports can go up to 2.4 amps, which is pretty much the maximum that most devices can charge, barring any of those Android quick charge type devices. Built inside of it is also the Smart IC, which will regulate how much power goes to each device, and that's something that we've seen in a lot of chargers and power packs recently, and this one is no different. It builds it in, which is really great. So it comes in 2 different pieces, essentially. You have the bottom base and the top. One side you kind of clip in first, and the other you press in to lock. So we'll put in this right side, lay it down, and then there's 2 little, like you push them and they lock into place, one on each side there. Once it's all the way in, it's good to go. The top of it here can also be removed. This is made out of silicone, which is really great for a couple reasons. One, it prevents any device from slipping or sliding off the top of this, so you don't have to worry about anything falling. But on the other hand, it also is cleanable. So many of the other ones are not really cleanable, so you keep throwing your stuff on here. There's inevitably going to get grime or dirt. This can be thrown in the dishwasher if you need, and then just put right back on top. Included with the Zentree are 4 USB cables. Unfortunately for Apple owners, they are only micro USB. This is most likely because they don't want to have to pay the additional money to have them licensed in that MFI program. If they put in kind of third-party ones that aren't approved, then you're going to have compatibility issues and people will not buy stuff that's not MFI approved. So they're just going to include micro USB cables, which will work for any micro USB like cameras or any Android tablets or phones out there, but you can simply use your Apple Lightning cables. Like I have my Apple Lightning cable. I'm just going to use that one for my demo here. Now, this is a bit of a pain on the initial setup because there's not a ton of room inside of here. Like, it's definitely enough to keep everything, but you kind of have to be careful how you kind of wind up these cords. They do include 2 clips as well, so you can kind of wrap your wires around the clips, but basically I just wound them up into little circles and then stuck them in there so I can pull them out or push them slightly in if I need to. Now, as I said, this can hold up to 4 devices. I've got 2 tablets, a iPad mini, so I guess 3 tablets, and my phone, which is also large, so maybe counts as a tablet. So let's go ahead and break it down with the pros and the cons. On the pro side, it can charge up to 4 devices, which is great anymore. That's about as many as people have between a tablet, a phone, an Apple Watch, and anything else like a digital camera. That top is silicone, which means it's non-slip and it can be washed. It includes all those micro USB cables, so you don't have to provide your own. It's got cable management, so you don't have cables lying all over your nightstand or desk. And each USB output can go up to 2.4 amps for really quick charging, which is going to be very, very useful. Now, on the flip side, if we look at the cons, it is hella bright. I mean, the top of it is that bright green, and many people may not like that. Some people might because it looks pretty cool, but on the other hand, it may not be appropriate or look right in an office type setting. And the other con is there's no included lightning cables, so Apple users, you're going to have to supply your own. The Zentree is available on Amazon for $45. We've gone ahead and put the link in the description below. Please let us know if you have any questions. You can throw them up in the comments. And until next time, this has been Andrew for MAO Magic.